Hey everyone, I'm Basic Nerf, and today I'm reviewing the Sky Ripperz from Zing Toys. So Sky Ripperz are a sort of slingshot item from Zing Toys. When you get a package of it, it comes with 3 Sky Ripper rockets and their slingshot launching tool. I don't remember the exact name of these at the moment, so I'm just going to call this the bungee tool. And these retail for $19.99 at most places. That's the suggested retail price. But I've seen this for $13 online, and I've seen them in my local Walmart for $15. So the price is going to vary wherever you get it from. It's a very simple system to use, and you get a lot of range out of these, as you can see in the video here. Here's your test fire. What you do is you're going to get your bungee launching tool and sling the hooks on each rocket to it. You pull back as far as you want. Again, since this is a bungee system, the power depends on how far you pull it back. You pull it back as far as you want, and then when you let go, you fling your wrist forward to give it direction and more power. I'm sure you guys heard it whistling on camera, and that's one of the cool features about it too. Just like the Zing arrows here, the Zing Whistler arrows, these whistle as well.
That's awesome. I noticed that. I was like,
wow!
where are the arrows? Everyone!
So when I first got these and I started using them, they were just a ton of fun to use. It's probably the most fun I've had with a Zing toy so far. Even though I've only used 3 Zing items, these take the cake for me. These are number 1. Just because they get so much range and they're really fun to use. You know, if you ever want to slingshot something and get a lot of fun out of it, I'd highly recommend these. So I haven't measured the ranges on these yet because they're a little bit of a different item and I haven't had time for it yet. But on the box it claims these get up to about 300 feet. And I wouldn't doubt it because these things will launch far when you launch them properly and if there's no wind against it. All right, so going over the rocket and its material and what it's made of. The head is made out of foam, very similar to the Zing Toys Whistler arrows, but a little bit thicker. The body is almost like a straw material. As you can see, it's bendy here a little bit, and it'll give way. So when it hits something, the body is probably going to bend first more than the head. However, looking over these rockets that I've used, and in about 2 days worth of Nerf, there isn't any like crease marks on the body. That just again goes to show that these are very durable items from Zing Toys. So now on to performance in the Nerf Wars sense of the word. I brought these again to Armageddon this past June, and these were my long-range primaries, meaning that
got like 3 over
if I
here.
were to engage someone,
They're down away.
While they were kind of far off, these would be these are my things to use.
Damn.
I had 12 different Sky Ripperz, and I got 10 or 11 of them back at the end of the day. 2 of them end up going up on roofs, so you have to be careful again when you fire this. Its bright body helped me find it in grass once in a while when I was looking for them, or when I was keeping my eye out on the field for them. Also, the colors are a little bit on the bright side just because it has the streaks. This one has some yellow and green streaks through the body. This one's got red and yellow going through the body. This one's got blue streaks and a little bit of orange going through the body. So these will help you see these when you go out and play with them. Again, in the Nerf sense of the word, I didn't really hit a lot of people with these. Again, this is a sort of new way of launching ammo at people that I'm not really used to.
No one?
Something I noticed is that when I try to launch it at people, most of the time I was pulling it down and it was kind of like giving it an arc, which threw off my direction. So make sure if you want to fire it and fire it flat, just make sure it's level with the launcher. Now, reloading these in games is a little bit difficult just because this is kind of like a loose. So you have to find it first, grab it, and then pull back, and then you can just kind of keep your arm out to potentially tag people if they come at you. While I didn't get a lot of hits during the day at Armageddon, this was a great deterrent just to keep people away from me. An issue during Nerf Wars potentially is that a lot of people said to me that they heard a whistle and then they turned or they ducked or something, so it could potentially or probably give off a sort of warning to people when you launch this at them. However, I was playing with more experienced Nerfers, so if you're playing with newer people, you can probably tag them more often. Just be sure to wear safety glasses or goggles if you're playing with or against these, just because getting hit in the eye with something that can go up to 300 feet, even at an arc, it's going to suck. If you want to get the most out of these during Nerf Wars, I suggest buying a solid amount of them, probably about 10 of them, and then keeping them in a sort of pouch that you can access quickly. That's what I did, and I was able to access them fairly quickly at a solid rate. Also, make sure that you have more than one of these. I know each pack comes with 2 of these launching items, so that's definitely going to help you out in case you lose one or in case your bungee breaks. Again, this is made of bungee, and this is not UV resistant, so don't leave these in the sun or else it'll wear this out much faster. This review is going to be on the short side because this is kind of like a simple item, but it has a lot of potential for Nerf use. You could potentially use this as sort of like a mortar, if you're to aim this up in the sky, and you can make a rule like if it lands within 10 feet of you, then you're out, or you get a hit called on you to simulate a mortar. Or you can just use them like rockets and try to hit people with 1 hit each. It's really up to you guys how you host your own Nerf Wars. At the very least, if you have some money to spend on these, I would highly recommend the Sky Ripperz. Even in a non-Nerf sense of the word, and just using it as a toy, these are a lot of fun. Well, I'm Basic Nerf. Hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Sky Ripperz from Zing Toys. Peace out.